The question that we've been asked is, how do I find overlapping dockets? To do that, what I did is I took a matter. This matter is called Boris Becker versus Stefan Edberg. And I created two lawyers there. One is Amrit Singh, another is Anna Birmingham. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a few dockets for them. So I created one docket called initial client meeting at 9 a.m. Another one at 9:30. Now clearly you see these are overlapping. This is 1.5 hours. That means she couldn't have done any other docket till 10:30. But right here at 9:30 she put another docket called telephone conversation. Similarly, she was having a telephone conversation for, this is another, Anna was having a telephone conversation for an hour, at 1 p.m. for 18 minutes, but she also was in court at let's say we'll put it at 1 p.m. Right, so that way there'll be like an overlap. So now let me also create another docket for Anna. So let me say that she was doing document drafting, and that was let's say at 1 p.m. too. So I'll make it at 1 p.m. and I will say that was another 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that was again L3. So when I do that, now clearly I have 2 dockets overlapping for Amrit and 3 dockets overlapping for Anna. Now, you know that if you go into settings under calendar, each lawyer, L1, L2, they all have their own color. Like for example, Amrit Singh, who's L2, has Lacy Violet, and and Anna, who's L3, has Sue Salmon. So she has a salmon color and that one has a violet color. So if I go into calendar, you will see the dockets visible, in those colors overlapping each other. Now you could filter on them. You could say, click here and say, calendar filter. I only want to see lawyer 2. You can do that and you will only see her. So even if you do a weekly view, you'll only see L2. You can do vice versa. You can just say, hey, calendar filter, I only want to see L3. Or just swap these buttons and just say, well, now you'll see only L3. Now, when you see these, clearly you know that they are overlapping. So what do you do to fix them? You can fix them right in the calendar. You can just hold it and drag and drop it. You can just say, drag it, and you can take it to whichever time you want. I can edit it and just say, hey, make this 9 a.m. right, and that will fix it. Right, it'll take it up to 9 a.m. And even still there is a overlap, so you can just hold this and just drag it, as you see here, make it 10 and 9, and that fixes the days. Or you can actually edit. You can just click on it, it'll bring it. You can edit it and say, hey, this happened at 5 p.m. right? That way there's no overlap, right? You can do that, and once it's saved, you will see that there's no overlap. Or you can use this and drag it and just say, hey, this happened at 1:30 and that happened at 1. There's no, so now you fixed all your overlaps. You actually go to the matter, you will see that you fixed there too, 1:30. Everything is actually now got fixed. 5 p.m. It's all fixed in the way in which you wanted it fixed in the calendar. So overlaps can actually be seen here. I'm just going to do an overlap. You can see that. You can see that in agenda day view. It's even more clearer. You can see it in agenda view itself, and then you can actually fix them by just holding it and then moving it wherever you want, and clearing all your overlaps of dockets. Now obviously each one has their own color, so it's even easier to fix it. So to summarize, if you have overlapping dockets here, which is not very easily visible, calendar view, because you have unique color for each lawyer, will show you the overlap, and you can fix things right in the calendar by just doing a drag and drop, right, like this. And you can also edit them by just clicking on them. You just say edit, and then you can actually fix it right here and say, hey, this happened at 9 a.m. right, and fix it right here so that the overlaps are not there if you did that by mistake.